through this the other day, and it's the closed form. And with the popsicle stick lid, basically, you have the popsicle stick, and you square off the end and sharpen it a little bit like a knife, and then close the form like a bottle. You don't need to have a knob. You could have a knob like I did. And once it's closed, there's air inside. And you can take the popsicle stick and push it in. Now, if you want the lid, like this one, is going to go into the jar, you angle the stick this way. If you want the lid to fit over the jar, angle the lip this way, so to be like that. So I'm going to cut it right here at this joint and then trim it to fit. Now, I haven't trimmed the bottom, so I can stick this on without any clay. Get it on center. I'm centering where I'm going to be trimming. A bit more. Okay. Now you can use a knife. I'm just going to use a needle tool. I want to trim right down here because the lid's going to go in. If you want the lid to go onto the flange, make sure this part is straight and high enough for it. So I'm going to put the needle tool here and just let it go around and around and around until it cuts through. There. So this is what I have. If you look inside here, that's really soft. So before you do anything else, get rid of that little bit of soft clay there, if it's like I have, and then take the round end of your stick and push it back in, compress it. If you don't do that, it's very weak right there, and it will crack. Robin Hopper is a wonderful Canadian potter. He wrote a lot of books. He got frustrated with those cracks, so what he did is just make a ball of clay, score and slip it in there, and put a stamp on it. So that way he didn't have to go through this step, and all his jars always came out. Just really pack it in. Okay. Now this doesn't fit yet. This is the flange. I'm going to trim this part off, and so this will fit in. So the idea is to trim just a little bit at a time and then try it. Start this way. Try it. Doesn't fit. I've got a lot of clay here I can take off. I'm going to use the jar as a chuck. So I'm going to put it upside down, center it. My finger inside to just hold it on, and I can trim on the inside. I'm going to trim on the outside. Now think about how high you need that to be. If it's a really low lid, you don't need a really high flange. And also, remember, this should angle in so that when it goes on the jar, it acts like a cork and fits in nicely. Just round off that edge, pop it off, and try it. What do you know? Now, make sure it can turn all the way around without rocking. That fits pretty well. It's a little high there, so I'm going to trim this down just a bit. Trim a little bit. Try it. A little bit. Try it. I'm rounding it off with my finger. And the jar fits. Okay, that's how you trim a jar. Now I'll come back and trim the back side of this. Just turn it over and trim it like I normally would trim a pot. Take this off, both hands on it, turn on the wheel slowly, and it'll lift off. Check it out, make sure it fits, goes all the way around, and dry them together. Before they go in the kiln, if they're bone dry, make sure you can spin the lid around all the way and it fits tightly. That's a sign of a good cover jar. Thank you.